the comedy4cast network. Let's dog-ear this for now.
Comedy4cast, episode 376. Fun with Photoshop.
Comedy4cast is powered by its patrons. To support the show and get episodes before everyone else, visit patreon.com and search for Comedy4cast. All one word with the number 4. Or just go to comedy4cast.com and click on the Patreon link on the right-hand side of the page.
In this episode, we take the big screen on the road, find out how to laugh our troubles away, and take a Photoshop webinar. Come on, let's get to the forecast.
Item 1 of 4.
Oh, hi folks, Clinton here. Welcome to, or welcome back to Comedy4cast. I just saw an ad on television for some car. I wasn't paying that much attention to the visuals, but I think it showed a car driving along some forest-lined roads and across a bridge in downtown Los Angeles. So that should narrow it down a bit. Anyway, the point is, their biggest selling point for the car was that it has the biggest touchscreen in its class. Really? After years of trying to drum it into people's heads that they shouldn't text and drive or make a call and drive, we're going to start tossing giant TV screens into the dashboards of our cars? Multi-screen sports bar or center console of an SUV? Hard to tell the difference. In the old days, meaning up until about 5 years ago, you could still keep your eye on the road and get by simply feeling around for the radio buttons or the air conditioning. Sure, you might occasionally turn on the seat warmer by mistake, but your butt don't mind. Now they're trying to dump everything onto a screen. Hey, have you ever tried to just feel around for a control on your phone? Do it long enough, and you'll end up launching a dozen apps, texting your grandmother, and maybe even posting some pretty inappropriate pictures to Instagram. Or so I'm told. And now they want to make that the way we run our cars? Let me just reach over here and, either I turned on the hazard lights or launched a nuclear missile towards North Korea. Either way, look at the size of that display. Largest in its class.
Item 2 of 4.
They say laughter is the best medicine, and we couldn't agree more. But when you're sick, you might not be able to get out to Uncle Chuckle's Laugh Barn. And those old Big Bang Theory reruns never do the trick.
Bazinga!
What you need is the Tickle Pill. Using advanced nanotechnology, each Tickle Pill has the tickle power of over 100 feathers. Simply take one pill with 8 ounces of water. Once in your system, the tickle power goes to work throughout your body. And there's no stopping it. Caution. If tickle effect lasts longer than 30 minutes, consult a physician who may end up asking, what's so funny? Do not take if you are allergic to any of the following: water, feathers, technology, Demi Lovato, The Amazing Race, the periodic table, ants, aunts, ankles, uncles, 3 times 5 divided by 2, One Direction, 2 Broke Girls, 3 times a lady, sunshine, laying in or walking on, FIFA, MoMA, manga, or lists of any kind.
Item 3 of 4.
Hello? Hello? Is everyone logged in? If you're not logged in, raise your hand. I'm kidding. That's a little webinar humor. Welcome to the Lydia.com live training session on Photoshop Creative Cloud Edition. Wow, that's an awful lot to say, isn't it? I'm your instructor, Peter Franklin. In today's webinar, you're going to learn about the basic features of Photoshop and how you can use them to get the most out of your photographs. All you're going to need for today's session are the sample images you should have already downloaded from Lydia.com, Photoshop itself, and your imagination. That's most important. Okay, let's get started. Once you have the program open, you're going to want to use the Open dialog box to open sample image number 1. And I know that's using the word open an awful lot. Excuse me. Okay, you should have the image open, and it will look like this. This is an image of people standing on a beach, and we're going to use it to demonstrate many of the powerful tools Photoshop has to offer. As you can see, we have lots of things to work with in this image. There's this big sky area. This isn't Montana, but it is big sky, and water, and of course, the happy couple standing here on the beach. It's a nice photo, but I think we can make it even better. Let's start by adjusting the brightness of the sky. Right now it's a cloudless blue, but we want to add some drama by making it a bit darker. So go to the Tools menu and click on this Magic Wand tool. Magic! Let's see how it works. Click somewhere on the bright sunny sky to select it all, just like this. Now that we have it selected, click on the tool that looks like a paint bucket. We're going to fill this area with a dark gray. Okay, that looks good. Your photo should now look like this, a little bit of drama. If it doesn't look like this, don't worry. You can simply use the undo command to go back. Wouldn't that be amazing to actually be able to undo things in real life? Just go back? But we can do it here in Photoshop. Okay, now let's turn our attention to the water. One of the great things about Photoshop is that you can not only change the look of things in a photograph, but you can also add things to an image. It might be text, or a logo with text, or even text with a logo. But in this case, we're going to add a second image. Let's open the second file from our lesson. The file is labeled Funny Sea Creature. See, it's an image of a silly sea serpent. Let's use the commands Select All and then Copy to put this image into our electronic clipboard. And now we can paste this into our first picture. Let's move him so he looks like he's in the water, where a sea serpent belongs. Perfect. And just like that, there's an element of danger in our photo. Now, let's concentrate on these two people. Go to the Tools menu and select the Selection tool. What we want to do is click and drag and make a selection around the man in the photo. Let's call him Don. No reason, just Don. And make sure your selection doesn't include Jenny, the woman in the photo. Okay, now use the menu to cut Don out of the picture. The photo looks better already, doesn't it? But it might be even better if we did one more thing. So use the paste command to put Don back into the photo. See, we can move him around. So move him over like he's being eaten by the sea monster. Yes, good. But who will save Jenny, you say? I'm sure you're saying that. Who wouldn't say that? So let's open the third file named Peter, which happens to be my name by sheer coincidence. We're going to put me, Peter, in the scene because now that Don is out of the picture, Peter can save Jenny and live happily ever after, just as if Peter was able to undo whatever it is he apparently did to drive Jenny away. And Don, well, Don can be chomped to pieces by the sea monster for all we care, right? I mean, Don is a useless piece of...
Item 4 of 4.
Whoa. Once again, we're trying to prepare for April's podcast today, so we're trying to keep the episodes a little short. I'll talk to you next time.
My goodness, look at the time.
Oh, is it that time already, Sir Patrick?
Let's wrap this up, shall we?
Right, okay. Well, if you have any comments about this episode, why not call the super secret phone line at area code 360-515-0004. The phone not your thing? That's okay. drop us an email at comedy4cast, all one word with the number 4, at gmail.com. Follow us on Twitter, like us on Facebook, and you can find all the episodes at comedy4cast.com. You can also subscribe via iTunes, Stitcher, or wherever else fine podcasts are listed.
As always, this is Sir Patrick Stewart
And I'm Clinton.
saying, that's it. We're done.
Bye-bye.